In this week's visit to the museum, we're going to the Jolley Education Center at the Southern Museum, where we find that both students and parents can enjoy history through interactive learning.
Welcome to the Jolley Education Center here at the Southern Museum of Civil War and Locomotive History in Kennesaw. The room that we are standing in is actually a room dedicated because of the community response we got. This room is just for preschool age students and designed with children in mind. And so there's lots of hands-on interactive. You can probably see from all the kids around working with trains and interacting. We have lots of little ones here in the community who love trains, and so we tried to, because of the response we got, we tried to design things for them in mind. So there's lots of kid-friendly things here inside the room. Now this space of the Southern Museum is really allocated for older children. We designed it with 3rd grade through 12th grade in mind, so it's very kids oriented, and we worked with a lot of community organizations to be able to bring this alive. This space here is dedicated to railroad safety. We worked with Operation Lifesaver, which is a national organization, and we worked with the Georgia branch to be able to educate all these children who come through the facility on what's appropriate behavior around a railroad. And so this whole area is dedicated to railroad safety, including a video about what you should be doing on or near a train. And so it's very kid-friendly. Okay, now over here you can actually see some young students actually enjoying one of the areas where we focused on train sounds. We get so many young kids who love trains in this community, and it's such a big part of our community that we wanted to educate people about it. So we've actually got recordings of all different types of sounds that come from trains, and you can just have a blast enjoying hearing the sirens and the whistles and the bells of trains. Now this interactive is actually help educate people about a wonderful asset here at the museum, the Merci car, thank you car, that was sent from France here to the United States. And we actually have here at the Southern Museum the Georgia car. And we get visitors from around the country, and little did they know that in their own home state there are actually Merci cars or thank you cars in their state. So this interactive lets you be able to come up and find out more about where your own home state's car is housed, so you can go visit it when you go back home. Now you can also find out what it would be like to be a railroad worker. And in this area there is actually film footage that we worked with local high school students to be able to film of real railroad workers doing their everyday jobs, whether it be bringing baggage to the station or whether it be being a conductor or an engineer of a train. And so you can find out a lot more about that right here at the Southern Museum. And with this particular area, you get to be the one that makes the decisions. You can make the train go fast, slow, ring the bell, make the whistle go, whatever you want. It's up to you. Now, if you want to find out what it would be like to dress in the 1800s, you can come here to the Southern Museum and try it for yourself. We have clothing and hats and all kinds of stuff that you would have worn if you were living here in Kennesaw in the 1800s. We even have a rope bed to kind of give you an idea of what it would be like to sleep on a bed in the 1800s. Not so comfortable, trust me. Now, one of the things that we try to do here at the Southern Museum is make sure that learning is fun. And so this whole education center, the Jolley Education Center that you've gotten a chance to see today, is really built on that theory, that history and museums can be fun. So the Education Center has lots of things that are very kid-friendly, hands-on, interactive. And then we try to do a lot of different types of programming that are very kid-friendly. We have a wonderful event that I would definitely recommend to the community coming up on July 11th called Night at the Southern Museum. If you've ever seen the Ben Stiller movie, the popular movie, Night at the Museum, this is inspired by that. And it'll be a wonderful opportunity to find out that history can be fun.